Alright guys, welcome. I'm making this to give you my thoughts about what's going on recently in the space. So as you may know, right now there's honestly so many different routes in organic dropshipping, because right now it's more about like organic marketing than dropshipping, because you could literally be using the skill which you've learned or which you're about to learn if you're getting into organic dropshipping to monetize this attention. So there's a lot of different routes. One way is the traditional route, which is getting a normal product from Amazon, filming it, going viral, and converting. So we're gonna call this the traditional dropshipping. Okay, and then we have the more branded side to it. So this is this is not BS. This is actually the branded way. So brands. So branded products actually don't have to be that crazy. They could be a pump and dump product, but then they have this one step forward, or they have the capacity to be upgraded into a brand. All you need to know is you could do this without putting any capital. Okay, this is gonna be one MOQ. So just want to make that clear. You could be running mediocre products which may seem like a pump and dump, and then make them appear like a brand with your marketing and your website. That's all you need to know about it. So now we got 2. 3 is going to be UGC. So there's AI UGC. Next is going to be the affiliate, which is going to make a lot of sense in a bit. This is also done with AI. Yeah, and then you have TikTok Shop, and then probably something else, right? So you can see there's a lot of different routes at the moment. Actually, here, now I remembered, this is going to be the digital products, just to make it clear. So now you see there's a lot of different routes. You need to figure out which one to pick, right? And although, in my opinion, this is actually the best time to get started, it's also very easy to be distracted or to be, just misled into the wrong direction. So you need to actually know what you really want to do. What's your long-term goal? Because whatever you pick here is going to be detrimental to your outcome, because it's time being wasted if you do pick the wrong one. And to an extent, everything here has potential, but I'm gonna give you my honest thought about it. So let's start off with the affiliate AI, just so that you know what I mean. There's currently a big surge of the AI UGC, which creates factual content. So usually we're seeing it in the remedy or the health section. So they're just giving you random facts which you would let you Google with AI or whatever. So they're actually sharing knowledge, but then they're picking these topics which are very controversial to gain a lot of attention and then monetize it by selling a third-party product. So they're referring a product which is either from Amazon or it could be from TikTok Shop. Well, the brand from TikTok Shop would have had a website, so we're just gonna call it from a brand. Now, primarily these are gonna be the paid ads ones, I'm gonna be honest, okay? So it's a completely different section of the game, but it's under the umbrella of organic marketing, so we had to put it here. Moving to the next point is gonna be TikTok Shop. This is obviously good, but again, it's a completely different game. You need different skills from what we need with this section of the game, because oftentimes you need to show your face, and even the content is completely different. The format is not really like what we do in our daily formats. So currently these two are out of the equation. Next is going to be the usual traditional route, and this is by far one of the best ways to start, because you actually get to learn how to create content. But the problem with it is if you actually do not implement AI into as many things as possible, you're going to be behind. So whether that was parts of the marketing, okay, you could do like a hybrid approach. So let's say you lack at the hook, create that with AI and then combine it with your content, or whether that's with your website and so on. So by website, I mean like creating good images that you could put on your website to make it look like a high perceived value product. So this is like the basic needs, but they actually make a big difference. So this is like, maybe I portrayed it in a bad way, like traditional route, but this is actually what the 99% used to do. Right now, they're all going to this over here, which is the UGC route. And let me give you, like, let me be specific when I say UGC. They're creating an avatar using AI, and then creating a storyline around this person where they're handcrafting a product, not getting support, a lot of haters, and so on. Therefore, you should support them. So this is actually where the new pump and dump has been surged into. So in my opinion, there's a very small percentage of people doing pump and dump using the traditional route. So whether that's like you may have seen this product, this star, which has a what's it called, like credit card inside, and then you could purchase, I mean. So this is a pump and dump product. You cannot really run this long term. It's a meme product. But this is technically the traditional route. You get the product, you market it, you get a lot of views, you sell it. You could argue you could do this with AI, but that's a whole different thing. The point is, I'm going to put this under the traditional route of pump and dump. You're ordering a product from Amazon, marketing it, going viral, selling it. But that's the minority of the pump and dump at the moment. Primarily, the pump and dump at the moment is going through the UGC to make the most out of the fact that they could create such high engagement content, and then it actually goes to the right audience and they're printing. But the problem with it is it's very unethical. Now, you could argue there's a lot more things which are unethical, but yeah, this is like, in my eyes, it's unethical, okay? Next is gonna be the branding. So that's what we do. And this is not gonna go anywhere. This is gonna be this has always been the end goal, and it will always be, okay? It can be achieved through different ways. So the first way is gonna be through, again, you find a normal product, 1MOQ, nothing crazy. You could start with $0, but make sure that everything about it is high perceived. Brand is the sugar coating. It's the outcome of you increasing the perceived value of the product, and that's portrayed in the marketing, the website, and even your pages, your Instagram pages, your Facebook, and so on. They need to look very presentable. The thumbnails, the highlights, having a lot of stories, profile picture, and so on. That's gonna create the overall brand look to the product. So these little things actually matter, and you could scale this over time, but I'm not gonna lie, picking the product is the hardest part, because if you actually pick a very good product from the start, you could ever grow this. Like, it's gonna be scaling year after year. I'm not gonna say month after month, because you could actually scale this for years. So it's a different, like, there's levels to branding, obviously. You could, like what I just mentioned is like the end goal, like Fun Punch, if you know, you know. But we can even do this with smaller examples. For example, you pick a product. I think this is not a very good example here. So we're gonna say the camera which you put on your chest. So this is a pump and dump product, but in my eyes, I think the people who did the most with this, and trust me, there's a lot of people who ran this product. It has been saturated for like 16 months. So people who actually printed with this are the people who made it look like a brand. So they're selling the same product, but then their website is firstly picking a very specific niche, right? So that way they wouldn't look like they're doing the exact same copy paste of others. And then two, they're very branded. So all the way from their product images to the videos, even like the videos attached to their website, and the copywriting, something which not many people focus on in the organic space. So there's some really advanced people who ran this product. I think most of them quit. There's a few still running the product, but they quit after like a year of running the product. So that's a win, you know what I mean? So if you were to compare someone who ran the same product, literally, this same product divided into two different styles of the game. So you're running the same product, but then one of them is branded and then not branded. And they're both in the same niche. Okay, we're making this very specific scenario here. The person who branded their everything is not gonna only make more revenue, but they're also gonna have more longevity. They're gonna last longer in the market. So they're gonna be more consistent with the results. Versus the person who did pump and dump style of things. So he just copy pasted his mediocre competitors, nothing crazy, stock images, I don't know, like put in 1 hour on their website, no AI usage, and so on. Then they might get like, we're gonna say poor to mid revenue, and then there's no longevity. So that's the problem. It's all about the perspective. You need to have a different perspective to the game, and then that's gonna reflect to the customer. When you actually take your product and story very seriously, it will be reflected to the customer, and they're gonna take your brand more seriously. So I know I took a bit longer into the branded side, but it's really important. I just wanted to make it clear that you could take a pump and dump product like this and make it look like a brand. You don't need to do crazy things. It's fine. And then digital products. This is actually the final one. This is very, very advanced, but I actually like it. Personally, I like this because I think people who do this primarily are not dropshippers. They're just people who have the skill of organic marketing. So anyone who has some sort of skill, they could actually hop on this. But again, it's a different game, so you need to actually learn it. It's very simple in terms of marketing, but the selling part of things, it has like a different backend. You know what I mean? So I don't think they do Shopify. Yeah, there's like probably other platforms for selling digital products, but the point is, same funnel, like same marketing, everything, but then you sell a different product, which is digital. So this is currently done through AI. So they're doing AI UGC. And then instead of selling, you remember here, I said AI UGC, creating factual content. And then, you know, by giving you facts, you're going to trust them. And then you're going to end up buying from their affiliate link. Instead, here, this is my pattern. This is what I've seen. Okay, this is my opinion. People have been really hard on controversy. They're like creating the most controversial content out there, which made it seem like this route is unethical. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Okay, so maybe you could find out a way to actually make this, you know, more moral. But so far, I've been seeing a lot of controversial content to get the attention and then get you to buy the product, which is a digital product. So if you can find a way to make it more ethical and actually provide some value in your digital product, then it's perfect. And then actually the final one is going to be a hybrid approach. So this is actually my favorite. I haven't done it, but I would like to do this eventually. So if I ever have a chance with a product which has the capacity of being physical plus digital, that would be the dream product. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, if this has helped you or taught you something new, subscribe, join my Discord. We have Sunday calls every week. And if you'd like to be part of our affiliate program, we have a new brand. We may accept like 1 or 2 more. I'm only accepting intermediate plus. So if you have some experience with AI, you know, honestly, just being consistent as well. Yeah, just need serious creators because right now we're like almost full. So let me know on Discord, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next one.